It's just funny because when people ask, like, why are you quitting your job? What was the point of going to college? If I had $1 for every person who asked me that, I'd be able to pay off my student debt. Like, whoa, don't come at me like that. Hello beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. I am Shmaya. For those of you who don't know, don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below and like this video. Also make sure to ring that bell. So this video is really exciting for me. In my last video I gave a little spiel on why I quit my job and I didn't give too much detail. So I'm actually launching my own social media marketing agency. I just didn't want to give away too much, being that I'm still in the launching process. I've found myself a mentor. Everything has been really exciting. And of course, I'm going to be sharing this journey with you all. As many of you may know, I got my bachelor's degree in fashion merchandising. I also focused in communications and marketing. So just to break down exactly what my degree is, fashion merchandising is the business side of fashion. I do not whatsoever have the patience for design. I respect it. I took sewing classes and whatnot, but it's just not my forte. And I originally wanted to go to school for business anyways, so I took my love for fashion and business and put those hand in hand. So that's where my bachelor's degree comes in. Along the way, I kind of just wanted to broaden my horizons a little bit, so I got into communications, which kind of led into marketing as well. So this completely just goes hand in hand. It worked out perfectly. So ultimately my niche is small businesses who are in the fashion industry. However, I do have a first client. It is actually my family business, and this is just a really great opportunity because the business has been around since I was 3 years old. So my grandma started this company in 1998. It is her own catering service, and she has actually her own line of barbecue sauces. They're actually in Pike's Place Market. She's won many awards. So I'm really excited to just help her get more into the social media side and kind of just emphasize her identity of the brand. She has such a great story. Unfortunately, some catering services and other product lines kind of stole what she was going after. That's kind of why I've learned to just not speak on too much on what your goals are and just do it. But yeah, I'm really excited. I'm really happy to actually be able to help my family with this opportunity too. So I'm going to be showing you guys this journey. Me and my grandma, we've been going back and forth for the past few months now, just about what our goals were. I'm meeting at my dad's house and he's going to be there as well. I already did an audit of her social media and website, so we're going to be going over that. We also talked about some other things, so you'll get a glimpse of that as well. But ironically, fashion is often inspired by food. They both represent culture. They both symbolize desire, if you will. And that's one of the things I learned in Italy. Although this is a catering business and her products are a barbecue sauce / marinade, this is totally still applicable to the fashion industry, and it's going to be the exact same thing with my other clients as well. This is just my first shot at actually doing an audit. I've talked to other prospects, but we haven't came up with any contracts. Kind of just been seeing if they're the right customer for me. I'm running a little bit late, so I'm gonna get to going. It's just funny because when people ask, like, why are you quitting your job? What was the point of going to college? If I had $1 for every person who asked me that, I'd be able to pay off my student debt. Like, whoa, don't come at me like that. Sometimes people could just think one way. People have this archaic way of thinking. That's fine. And also it just keeps giving me that platform to do what I love to do mainly, which is just inspire people and motivate people to always chase after whatever it is that you want to pursue. Just don't let anybody detract you from following your dreams. That's always been my corny message. Okay, I'm gonna finally get on the road. Your Facebook page is already really good. What do you feel like your biggest obstacle is with social media?
Just being consistent with it, keeping it active.
So I have a whole bunch of notes for Instagram, even LinkedIn too. Other catering services, they actually have a lot of luck using LinkedIn. I think your big thing that you want to do is use social media to show your African pride and the love for the CD and how it used to be and how it changed. Because that's really where your brand stays and how you identify from everyone else. Your website is really clean and organized. I feel like it does need more pictures. So it probably could be updated because I know you've won more awards and been recognized more.
I just recently got an award, a business award, on my square. I think I have some customer information on the square for the credit cards.
Yeah, that'd be good because when you have events and stuff, you can email them.
See, I got a whole bunch of cards of people and stuff, but I have to go through it But I could use a lot of those email addresses as well.
Yeah, we can manually add those to an email list. And what I've seen is people just have like a link on their website so they could sign up to get
I don't even know
newsletters
how
or
to do
whatnot.
links.
Yeah, I did that for my blog. Facebook is mainly people from 50 to 90 years old. I feel like probably a large amount of your customers are in that range because they've been loyal to you for so long and they're more familiar with like how the CD used to be and they have that same connection that you do. For Instagram though, it's more so like people 40 and younger, so that's I feel like that's mainly where we could get new customers.
When I do the food booths and when
Yeah,
I do
that's a
the
good idea.
bigger, when I do the larger events.
Yeah, and I'm sure you've seen that's helped a lot.
Yeah.
So I think being consistent with that would make a big difference too. So for the Facebook fan page, I was thinking if we were interviewing women who represent Sweet Mama Brown or just had testimonials, like to put those out on Facebook, maybe just like one at a time to have some more content. Also, we can use like the old pictures of women in the family and people in the community cooking, because that's really what you identify your brand with. I think what I like the most about your brand is how you have like the history of the CD and also how you have your African influences. Unfortunately, you told me like people copied you, but I feel like that sets you apart, even from people who probably try to copy you. So I feel like just focusing on that a lot will, I don't know, helps people feel more involved and like it's more personal for them. Also, it allows for potential customers to identify with your brand and learn more about Sweet Mama Brown and our culture. We have that whole thing about Northwest Soul, and that's not a very common thing. So I feel like that will intrigue people and want people to like
Elaborate a little bit more on that.
Yeah, and also just focusing on the history of the neighborhood. I feel like you identify with the neighborhood a lot too, and that makes you separate from people. So I feel like that's something you
Like
can use too.
maybe using old pictures of parades
Yeah.
and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's a good idea. So like with a mixture of like old pictures, even if it's just like promoting
Somebody
an
forget that.
event or talking about like an award you won, something like that, we'd be able to keep it consistent. Also on the Facebook page, there wasn't a lot in the about section.
Yeah, that's the part that we need to work on.
Like they could put it in their Instagram story and tag you in it.
Mm-hmm.
And it also allows customers to tag us and engage with us, and also it allows us to engage with our competitors' followers and kind of see like what they're doing and get ideas from them. That's where I got some of these ideas from, honestly.
That's
so-
the way you do your research and
Mhm,
stuff and see
mhm.
what's going on. Yeah.
Yeah, at the bottom I put some pictures of catering services that have Instagram pages up already. This is going to be good for like our high quality pictures, good exposure for our website too. If you wanted to do a giveaway, like if you ever wanted to do a promotion or a sale, I think for your first post for your Instagram, it should be an intro of a picture of you and telling your story, just to establish that credibility and get people familiar with you. Like I was saying before with Facebook, like showing the pictures of the history of the CD and throwbacks to Sweet Mama Brown, that'd be
Like
good.
pictures of my house,
Yeah.
pictures of my grandma's house.
Yeah, exactly. I think with Instagram, posting about once a month is fine. Like even big companies, they post like every 4 months. They're not really on this social media wave yet, but even with Instagram, that could help you a lot. Or at least just be more consistent with the customers you do have.
And find some, like, maybe have some old stuff that when I first started off with Sweet Mama Brown, just like ideas that I had on paper and stuff like
you
that.
have
And
stuff like that?
I have a few,
Oh,
yeah.
that'd be
I just
really
have
cool.
to dig it out. But I've been
Yeah.
trying to go through some of the stuff and trying to pull out some stuff. I found a few old pictures, like when we first moved in the house, pictures that we have food in there set up. And I need to really work on my LinkedIn page.
Oh, you have one already?
Yeah, but it's not updated. I haven't used
I could
it
help
in
you with
years.
that.
From chicken?
Sure.
Yeah, I think with LinkedIn, posting about once a month would still be pretty consistent. So with your customer loyalty, I think it's really important to get an email
Use
list.
curry.
I think it's cumin.
Cumin.
What's your taste then?
I like to smell it. I'll work on finding out how to get a link to an email list on the website so we can start getting new customers to add to that. So then when you have events and whatnot, you could send out a newsletter, whatever type of style you wanted to do. Pretty much when we update the bio on your website, we can just put it directly on there, unless you wanted to like summarize it.
Okay.
Oh, and we can even link your website right there too.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I feel like you're missing a big opportunity with not having like a link for the catering service on the website. I feel like that'd make a big difference too. It's just the sauces.
Mm-hmm. So, like, see, this shows, like, some of the, like I did the Everett home show.
Mm-hmm.
So that's like the ad I did for that.
Mm-hmm.
And did this one for the Taste of Edmonds.
Yeah, and those would be good for Instagram and LinkedIn too.
And the Taste of
Honestly,
Edmonds
with
with-
Twitter, we can like play around with it, but like Twitter is really a hit or miss. The good thing about it is you can just put a whole bunch of content without really like seeing like you're overdoing it.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm not really, but I just wanted to, I'm not really into all that. I'm just trying to figure out the best way to go ahead and
Yeah.
do stuff. So,
Yeah,
like
that would be good for Instagram picture too.
the soul burrito.
You can actually buy Instagram ads too. You got 17 clicks from spending $6. Yeah, this one did way better. You spent $18. So you spent 3 times as much, but your post engagement was 108 people, and it reached 30 people organically. You'll see a big difference with posting on Facebook more because you're already pretty active on here because you go to so many events. So if we just, that's a really good picture. That'd be good for the
I won a
website.
reward from that.
Oh.
I have to give you the name of the reward, but yeah, I did their event.
Mm-hmm. Our game plan should be for you to try to find those old pictures. I know there's probably a lot. Just little by little, we'll come up with more. I don't know if you've reached out to people yet about getting testimonials or seeing if they're open to us interviewing them about Sweet Mama Brown.
We can even do some family members, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
I'll tell them right now how I feel about it.
So what do you think about what Shemaya's done so far?
Perfect. Exactly. That's why I reached out to her. Exactly. It's perfect.
She ain't on it like that. Is marketing your jam? Is that your thing?
Well, like obviously, you know, I studied the business side of fashion. And marketing. And communications, which was a lot of marketing. So it was like always an interest I had that I never really realized like, oh, I'd really enjoy this because I was just so focused on the fashion part.
Mm-hmm.
But then when I realized I could do it and put it all together, that's perfect.
Okay, so